Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about UPSs. Now I have two UPSs right here that I've had probably for over a year now, and they work beautifully. They're both cyber power, and people have talked crap about them. They're okay. I really haven't had a problem with them. But right now I have a 1000 VA that's running my network and my server, which is right down here. And it works fairly nicely. So 1000 VA basically is equivalent to about 600 watts of power. The 1500, you can see it's not doing anything right now because that is actually hooked on to my deep freeze down here. And it's not running at the moment. Focus. There we go. So that runs on my deep freeze in case we ever lose power, I don't lose my food. Now, they both work good, and the reason why I need the 1500 for the deep freeze is I needed the extra wattage to get the compressor running at first. The 1000 couldn't handle it, so that's why that's on the 1500. But these are consumer units. Yes, they're flashy. They got LCD screens on that tell you what's going on. Big freaking deal. They're consumer units. The batteries in them only run at either 12 or 24 volt packs, and you don't get that much capacity out of them. So I've been looking for the last, year and a half for some really good data center style UPSs. Probably around the 1500 VA rating, because I really don't need a lot more wattage. I want more capacity, and I want these things to last for a very long time. So after a year and a half of hunting, I found these online on Facebook Marketplace, and I have mounted two. I bought three off this guy. Two of the Smart UPS 1500s. Sitting right there. They are not powered on yet. I bought three of them from the guy for $125 total. So that's like $41 and change roughly each one. Talk about a freaking deal. The only problem with them, the batteries are shot. Like massively shot. So I cleaned up my two. And I even put the anodized style brushed aluminum vinyl on the front one to match the server, just so they look nice. And for people who watch my channel on a regular basis, this is my old 4U vertical mount, and it holds them perfectly fine, even though I'm going to dump another, 50 pounds worth of batteries in there at the end of this video. Used to be holding my server, and I upgraded that to 6U so I can put my network stuff back here as well. So that's what I reused for it, and I also recessed it inside the wall itself, so it keeps it back a little further. The third unit is right down here, and I'm shading everything, and it is the exact same condition. It is nice and clean. I just wiped it down real quick, and the batteries are shot. Now, let me pull up the batteries. Okay, so there's my two battery packs, and yeah, they're shot, maybe 1 volt maximum. Same deal with the third one. Now, the third unit, I am actually going to be shipping that off to a friend down in Texas. That is his. So, we're going to be removing the batteries completely, giving him the tray, and that reduces the weight. There's no reason to ship dead batteries to him, and makes it easier for shipping, and he can go buy his own batteries. But again, this pack is maybe a volt maximum. If you look really good, if I can get the right amount of lighting, they're literally bulging inside of here. They have really had it, these batteries. They've had a hard service life. These probably came from a data center. But the UPSs themselves are perfectly fine. Now, for replacement batteries, the original spec is actually 12 volts, 7 amp hours. Someone has already replaced these once with the 9 amp hour batteries, and they are the same physical size, but they give you a little more capacity, and that's what we're going to be replacing ours with today as soon as FedEx shows up. Now, you could just buy their whole caddy, but that's $229 for it. Well, guess what? I got 8 of these 12 volt 9 amp hours, not this brand, but 12 volt 9 amp hour batteries on Amazon for $134. Yeah, sounds about right. So, what is that? That's like $67 for the batteries. So, You can either get the original from APC still for $229, and they only have 7 amp hour batteries, or you can put 9 amp hour batteries in there, and it only costs you $67. So between the $67 for the batteries plus the $41 for the unit, we're looking at just over $100 for a data center grade UPS. So, granted, it's used, but the electronics work in these things for decades. So I paid a total of $100 for each one of these when we're done this video. Whereas the consumer models, I think I got this one for $129 on sale and the 1500 for like $150 on sale. And they have nowhere near the capacity. So talk about a deal. You got to shop around. So let's wait for UPS to show up. We'll rip out those batteries, put in the new ones, and fire them up. Okay, now to remove the batteries, of course, have the connectors facing you so you can disconnect them. But the big problem is all of these batteries should be held down, at least from the factory. I don't know about these ones. The APC one definitely. They have like a double-sided foam tape on the bottom of the tray. So some prying is needed to get these batteries out. So let's disconnect first. So that stays down at the bottom, this stays up top. And you can see, yes, double-sided tape. So whoever replaced it correctly. God, this is why I like going lithium ion if I can, because just one battery, it's a freaking lethal ton. And look at the split on this thing. Yeah, these batteries have really had it. So they will be properly recycled once the Voldemort junk is all done and over with. Haha, success. Oh, that's not too bad now. That's probably only about a pound or two versus the, 30 pounds it probably weighs afterwards. That tape's good, so I'm going to leave that back in there. And just a quick little cleanup inside here. Let me get the other one stripped down, so we have 2 of them, and we will reassemble. Okay, so here is the box that came from Amazon. And if we see, Mighty Max battery. That's what I ordered. So let's open this up, because this thing is a lethal ton. Or 20 kilograms, whatever that may be. Is that what the side of the box says? Yeah, 20 kilograms. Gross weight. Net weight, 19.2 kilograms. What's that, about 40 pounds in freedom units? Is that what they want to call them? Oh, ain't that cute. It's in 8 little boxes. Okay, let me put this box down and take out the little boxes. Ah, jeez, that thing's heavy. They want to slide. One, 2. Model ML9-12, 12 volt, 9 amp hour batteries. And if I get one of the blown up batteries, okay, I think they gave me a little bit more light, but let's see here. Yep, same size that way, same size that way, same size that way. So yes, you might as well spend a little extra money and get the 9 amp hour batteries. So let's get the rest of them out of here. Before, actually, let's see what voltage we have. 13 volts. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I assume the rest of them are probably going to be good too. Let's unbox the other 3 and get the first tray back together. Okay, so let's, I guess, start here. It doesn't really matter. Get on the terminal. Haha. Hee. Oh, can you tell I've been locked up too long? Wait, no, I haven't been. I've been working every day. I'm essential. Sorry for everyone else who is locked up and is not essential. Okay, we should have 48 volts. I thought these were 48 volt systems. Okay, I guess they're 24 volt systems. For some reason I thought they were 48s. Okay. But they're definitely wired for 24 volts. Cool. So that's one pack done. Let's go do the other pack. I'm going to take this over to the UPSs in the meantime. Okay, so now we got the battery packs all done. Let's take off the tops and install them. There's one. There's two. When we remove these 8 screws that actually hold the battery packs in, okay, now it should be just as simple as dropping them in at 30 pounds each. Without getting your fingers in the process. Oh my god, these things are freaking heavy. Woohoo! I still got 10 fingers. Now these are Anderson connectors, so they only go in one way, which is really nice. Put one down here. Tuck that in. Tuck in the pull-out wire. Get that out of the way. Same deal with this one. Get in there. Ah, there we go. And let's put the fronts back on. Nice. Cool. So now we should be able to run a power on self test. Now they have battery power. These would not power on if I plugged them into the wall without the battery packs. For it to do anything, it needs battery power. There we go. It is running. It says the battery is almost fully charged. No load because I have nothing plugged in down at the bottom. And it's saying, hey, guess what? It doesn't have any AC power because it's not plugged in. Same deal here. Yeah, they are both running from the batteries. That one's beeping because it can't find any AC power. Same deal this one. This one should beep here in a few seconds. Or not. There we go. And say, hey, there is no AC power. So, let's find the power cords I buried down underneath there and plug them in right here. Yes, they will beep once every 30 seconds unless you silence them. And now those two old UPSs are now running on battery power. Here's one of them. Here's two of them, back and front. Now they're both running perfectly. They have good AC power, and they're going to start recharging those batteries. So let's go ahead, turn off the server, and move all the plugs on over to these units here, and the deep freeze over to this unit. Because right now they're running on battery power over here. So if I come on over, you can see right here that the fridge has about 30 minutes of runtime because it is currently running right now, or the deep freeze. The server, you can barely see because the screen's really dim on it. It has about 60 minutes runtime. Those will easily be doubled with the other units. Okay, and a half hour later, the server is back up. The kids are banging around upstairs like crazy. There are no more consumer-grade UPSs because they are sitting over there doing nothing on top of the dryer. So there's the new units. They are currently running perfectly fine. And even with the whole network running, it still doesn't even show up 20% usage on it, which is beautiful. So that will give me at least 4 to 6 years of good service on those batteries before they have to be replaced again. Oh, will you focus? Really? So for $100, I got data center grade UPSs, one for my deep freeze, one for my whole server and network. So $200 total. You cannot beat that for server grade. Used, big deal, but it still does the job, and they're pure sine wave as well. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.